guys, True Beauty Forever here, aka Natasha Redford Poetry, and today I'm going to be talking with you guys about my weight loss journey and my story as to why I want to lose weight in the first place. I'm filming this on an iPad right now because that's the only thing I have at the moment to film. I'm still waiting on my camera battery to come, so I apologize if there's any shakiness and stuff, but let's just get started. So, when I was younger, mostly my entire childhood, leading into my adulthood, I was a martial artist, and I made it all the way to black belt, and I didn't really realize it, but we were very fit, and we had a good diet. I mean, the karate school didn't tell us what we could and couldn't eat or anything like that, but naturally, like when you're training for martial arts, if you drink stuff like pop, you will get cramps. If you drink it during, before, or after a workout, you're more likely to get cramps. And what I would do is I would eat pretty much nearly whatever I wanted, except I would eat it in very small portions. Like right before a workout, I would only eat until I didn't feel like the hunger feeling anymore. I had a pretty good diet, and I trained for 3 to 5 days a week for about 3 hours at a time. Well, we'd have classes that lasted an hour, but I'd usually do like 3 classes, and I would also help assist with teaching because I was a black belt and junior black belt and stuff like that. So I was very fit. I didn't realize it, but we did a lot of cardio work and a lot of muscle work. So I was very toned. I almost had a 6-pack. My legs were pretty toned. My arms were pretty muscular because of all the muscle work we did and the cardio. So I was pretty thin and muscular. A lot of people started to tell me that I was muscular like a boy. I don't think they meant any harm by it, but yeah, they would say, you got toned arms like a guy. And I did talk about this a little bit in my fat versus skinny True Beauty Talks video. That I will link below for you in the description area. But yeah, that started to take a toll on my self-esteem, and I felt like I was too skinny. So what I started doing was I would cut out magazines of girls like Nicki Minaj, as you can see back there, and well, actually Nicki Minaj wasn't even in my radar at the time, because this was a couple years when I was like right before I started high school, so I didn't really know of Nicki Minaj at that time. But girls like Beyonce and J-Lo, curvier celebrity women, and I would cut out parts of their body and make a collage of what I wanted to look like, which was pretty much an hourglass figure. So I started to not be so strict with my diet, and I started eating larger portions. I started drinking pop even though I would cramp. And after my junior year of high school, I actually stopped doing martial arts because my senior year I had to dedicate all of my time to getting tutored for math. But after that, I was planning to go back to karate, but life just happens, and I actually never really went back. So I'm no longer active, and I'm thinking about changing that in the future, but I want to get a little bit more fit first. But yeah, I started eating more food because I wanted to be curvier, but once I quit martial arts, I wasn't working out at all, and I gained a lot of weight. When I was in my freshman year of high school, I weighed about 150 pounds. Now, keep in mind, I'm pretty tall. Now, I weigh so much more than that. But I was a freshman almost, I'd say, 8 years ago. So I have grown up quite a bit since then, but I've relatively stayed the same height. So So I technically could be around the same weight, I believe, and be healthy. But I've gained so much weight since then. Before, I quit karate, that was like my therapeutic thing to do when I was stressed or angry or sad. I would just go to the studio and punch, the punching bags and things like that. But once I quit doing that, eating became my comfort. I was really missing out on yummy tasting foods because of workouts and stuff. So I enjoyed that. And plus I was trying to get plumper, so I would binge eat. And binge eating is a disorder. And I would pretty much just stuff my face, but I did not purge. I didn't throw up food because I wanted to gain weight. Now, what I didn't realize, being my stupid self, I thought that if I ate like that, I would automatically just gain an hourglass figure like these celebrities who were photoshopped and airbrushed in their pictures. But what ended up really happening was all that sugar and fat went to my stomach, and I gained so much weight that I became overweight. So I went from being a toned, muscular, athletic kid to being an overweight adult. So now, I'm trying to work on that. And in November 2013 was when I hit that breaking point and realized, wow, I really need to do something to lose some weight. Because last year this time I was living in Ohio. It was my first time living away from home. I was working at a job that wasn't a good environment for any human being to be in, and it really took a toll on my happiness. And also this time last year I was working on finishing up my book, The Colors of Life, which is available on Amazon.com, and I will leave a link below. It is a poetry book, and it's an awesome book. But I was working on writing and editing The Colors of Life, and at the time, since I was away from home, I didn't really have any software for editing. I didn't have much help with it because no one was around to help me. And then I was trying to find publishers at the time, so I was getting turned down by tons of publishers, and that was really, really hurtful because that was like them telling me, no, your book sucks, no, your dreams aren't going to come true. And I put so much work into that book. So that was really stressful. And then finally, the worst thing that happened last summer is, like I said in one of my other recent videos, is that my grandfather passed away from stage 4 lung cancer. And he and I were very close. And so that really hit me hard. And as a result, I had gained 31 pounds from June of 2013 to November of 2013. And that's a lot of weight to gain in that few months. And I gained that much weight because I literally went out to eat every day. And I did that because that was the way I could relieve my stress. Now, I also write poetry to relieve my stress, but since I was working on my poetry book, at that time poetry was a little bit stressful for me. So eating was my only option at the time. At least that's what I thought. And that's why I gained so much weight. In November, when I started not being able to fit in my clothes anymore, was when I realized I had a problem. I broke down and I weighed myself. And when I weighed myself and saw that I was 30 pounds heavier than I was before I left home, I cried. And it was the biggest I had ever been in my life. And I was ashamed of myself. And sometimes now I'm still ashamed of my body. Like, I wouldn't go on the beach in a bikini. I wouldn't wear a bandeau with a sheer top because I'd be too embarrassed, because I feel fat. And this is the first time in my life that I have felt fat, but I am working to change it. So in November I started exercising a lot, and I actually lost 15 pounds, but then I guess school, or I don't know, I got stressed out again and started eating a lot, and then I gained all those pounds back. So now I'm trying again, and I'm making sure to balance working out with eating healthy, because before I was working out but I wasn't very strict on the eating healthy part. I would still eat what I wanted, but I've been eating a lot healthier. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see some of my healthy eating pictures. My Instagram is truebeautyforever, like the name of my channel. It's an up and down struggle for me, because when I hang out with my friends, since it's not really much to do in the area that I live in, we mostly go out to eat for social outings. It's kind of like a typical norm in this area because it's not really much else to do. But that really adds up in tons of calories and stuff. When I go out to eat, I try to make healthier choices. I try to work out almost every day. And so far, I've lost like 5 pounds since gaining back the 15 pounds. So it's a hard struggle, but with hard work and dedication, I know that I can do it. So if you guys have any weight loss tips or anything, share them down below. One thing that motivates me is I know that this body is a gift. Like, the body I have is a gift from God, and I'm mistreating that gift and misusing that gift because I am depleting my health by eating unhealthy things. So I try to pray that I make the right decisions. And also on Instagram, I follow a lot of motivational fitness people. That really helps to see that on my IG timeline, or whatever it's called. And to see who I'm following, you can, if you go to my page and look at my following, like the people I'm following, that should be a lot of help, because I follow tons of them. I probably follow 50 or more pages because I really want to fill myself with positivity. And then another thing that I do is I set some realistic goals for myself and then reward myself for short-term goals that I achieve. So for example, if I spend all week drinking water, mostly drinking water and not juice and pop, then I reward myself with like a brand new lipstick or a nice pair of shoes, and that really motivates me to actually work out. And I don't know, oh, well, you can't see from this angle, maybe in a different video I'll show you guys, but I have a motivation board where I post my goals and I post my rewards. So I'll show that in a different video for you, because this video is getting kind of long and I don't want to bore you guys. But thank you so much for listening to my journey. Share some tips and share your story with me down below. Or if you guys have weight loss channels, leave them in the comment section. I'd love to check them out. So I'm gonna have a haul coming for you guys soon, and as soon as I get this cameraman, this battery for my camera, I'll do some makeup tutorials, because I'm really feeling this look actually, even though I did pink in the crease and pink on my lips, but I still think it looks bomb. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and God bless, and you guys can do it with your weight loss journey too. Let's do it together. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great day.